Update. My friends can't pay for Ubers and are pissed my mom is driving us to the concert tomorrow. They expect me to pay for their Ubers and their food. I'm supposed to be going to a concert tomorrow, August 25th, with 3 of my friends. There are 4 bands total. The 3 of them are flying out here. It's an hour-long flight, and I was supposed to pick them up from the airport, take them to a cheap diner, and then to the concert. Well, today my car battery is completely dead and won't start without a jump. It's been having other mechanical issues, and we'll be going to the shop tomorrow afternoon. So now my mom will be taking us / picking us up. There is no public transportation around here, so that's out. And the Ubers are ridiculously expensive. Between the 4 of us, we don't have that much money, barely enough for food let alone Ubers, and those concert tickets were $250 a pop. The concert venue is also 2 hours away from my house. Their flight gets in tomorrow at 3 p.m. My mom is picking them up from the airport after work, around 6 p.m. She works about an hour away from the concert venue, which they are furious about since the gates open at 4:30 p.m. and we were originally planning on being there by 5. Also, no dinner for them. They will have to either eat before they go to the airport or eat the expensive airport food. We will be at the venue by 7 p.m. The first band comes on at 6. The one band we all really wanted to see comes out at 9. This concert is supposed to go on until 1 a.m. My mom said we need to be out front of the parking lot by 10. She refuses to pick us up any later because she has to work the next day. She said if I keep asking, then we can forget about going altogether. We're lucky she's even considering taking us to begin with. She also said if we weren't out front by 10 p.m., then we're walking back home. She's not playing any games. I told my friends that we have to leave by 10, and they are pissed. Which is understandable because I'm not happy either. We will only be there from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. like originally planned, but it is what it is. I don't really see the point in going anymore. Then the next day, they have to sit at the airport for a few hours until their flight leaves because my mom is dropping them off at 7 a.m. since she has to be at work by 8. Their flight out isn't until 10 a.m. My friends are pissed. They said since my car broke down, I can pay for their Ubers. I can't pay for their Ubers, and my mom thinks they are being ridiculous. They can either take my mom's offer on a ride or they can pay for Ubers themselves. They said they can't afford the Ubers. It is not fair for them to pay for it. They also said since they have to eat airport food, I can also pay for that too. There are food vendors at the venue, or you can eat before you go. You can also eat at my house after the concert, but they don't want to do that. They also don't want to sit in the airport for hours. I said I'm doing the best I can at this point. If we don't go, then we all eat at the cost of the concert tickets, and they eat at the cost of the flights. I don't know what else to do. I don't have that much extra spending money, and my mom isn't paying for Ubers or anybody's food. So I suggested we don't go anymore, because it doesn't seem like it would be worth it, and it's becoming a pain in the neck. All 3 are having tantrums now. They're mad I invited them to go, mad I'm wasting their money. They still want to go. But nothing I suggest is good enough. They want me to pay for their food / Ubers because it's inconveniencing them. They're calling me a flake, and derogatory names I'd rather not list. Said they were all excited and I got their hopes up for nothing. That I should feel really bad for what I did, and I ruined their week. Just all this crap. I wasn't planning on my car breaking down, but it is what it is. I don't know what else to do at this point. I'm not really happy about wasting $250 on a ticket if we don't go. I mean, we can either go and be there from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. or we eat the cost of concert / plane tickets and stay at home. Now for the top comments before reading the first update. If you go to the concert, you're going to have a horrible time because your so-called friends are already acting like jerks. It's not your fault your car broke down. You have at least tried to arrange something, but it's not good enough for them. That is not going to suddenly change. I'm sorry you'll miss the concert, but you won't be able to enjoy it with those folks for 3 hours. Find your friends, Opie. You deserve better friends. Can they all pitch in to rent a car? We aren't old enough to rent a car. We are 18. I think you have to be 21. Would your mom let you take the car to the concert so she can sleep in? Can your friends Uber to your house to shorten the time from the airport to the concert? If she suggested you walk him, are you seriously close enough to do that? The concert venue is 2 hours away from my house via highway. The airport is an hour away from my house. The Uber from the airport to my house is $130 for UberX, their smallest car. It's even more expensive to the venue itself. My mom won't let me borrow her car as she needs it to go to work tomorrow. She already went to bed for the night, so I can't ask her anything else. She leaves for work at 6 a.m. AAA will come to you to replace your battery if you have it or know someone who does. They service the customer, not vehicle, though I think the member needs to be present. I've had it done multiple times on my old car, and I think they're about $150 installed, and it only takes 30 minutes once they're there. Also, I would reconsider your friendship with these people. And now for the first update. Per several suggestions on my last post, I should ask my friends to pitch in for the Ubers or the cost of a new battery. The cost for a new battery from AAA is about $160. I don't have $160 to spare on a new battery myself, so I suggested to my 3 friends that we can split the cost. They can each Venmo me the money, so we can go to the concert tonight. 160 divided by 4 would be $40 each. A friend said they aren't going to spend their food money on my car battery, and then starve the whole time. They were only planning on bringing $40 to $50 each for food and that's it. They said they don't have any more money to bring, and their parents won't give them money. They also don't want to risk getting stuck on the side of the road because my car has mechanical issues. That I need to pay for an Uber to pick them up from the airport and drive them to the concert venue and back to my house after. It's $136 one way from airport to concert, and from the venue to my house it's $95. They refuse to pay for their own Uber because they can't afford it, and I'm the one inconveniencing them, so I should pay. They're still pretty mad, and still calling me every derogatory name under the sun. Sending text in all caps, swearing and all, screaming and hanging up on phone calls when I try to talk to them over the phone. Because they spent $250 on a single concert ticket, so did I, and $80 each on round-trip flights. And they think I should pay for their food and Uber since our original plans failed. It's a huge inconvenience to them since they are the ones flying out here. I said if I get a new car battery, then we can go out to a cheap diner and stay at a concert as long as we want. We can stick to our original plans. They don't want to do that. They said it's not their car battery, so they aren't willing to help pay for it. It's my problem to deal with, and that they've already spent enough money. They said if I was a good friend, I would be more than willing to pay for them because I haven't spent nearly as much as them. But I don't have that much extra spending money myself right now. So if they don't want to do that, then my mom can drive us like suggested in my last post, or we don't go at all. Uber is out of the question as it's too expensive and we can't afford it. My mom is already at work right now, so her renting a car is out of the question. I asked before she left, and she said she's not going through all that just so we can go to a stupid concert. We can take her offer or not go at all. My mom saw the text you guys sent and now refuses to drive you anywhere. I literally only have $62.78 in my bank account and can't afford an Uber or a battery repair, so I guess I'm not going. But if you still want to go, you will have to figure out your own transportation. You turn their text messages into a problem for them and make it clear that their demands are not just unreasonable, but impossible. At that point, the only thing they can suggest is that Opie ask her mother for money. But she can reply, yeah, but she saw the text you sent and said she won't give me a dime until after the concert. Oh, I like your response. Although there is one I like more. It gives Opie full agency, though it may be harder for her to execute. Guys, I think I'm done with you. You are being unreasonable at best, and selfish and entitled at most. Go figure your means of transportation. Food and lodging if you still want to come to the concert, or ways of selling/returning the tickets if you decided not to come. I've offered you several options. You don't like any of them, so now you are free to solve your problems on your own. Honestly, would you even want to go with people like that to a concert at this point? You might as well just cut your losses and try to see if you can recoup some of your money by reselling the ticket to someone who wants it. Agree. If Opie said she would take them and then changed her mind for no reason, I can understand them being pissed at Opie. But since Opie's car broke down, I can understand them being pissed at the situation, but not one bit them blaming Opie for any of it. This is an unfortunate circumstance, and they behave like entitled jerks. This kind of situation should show Opie the true colors of these so-called friends. A friend would never behave like that. What a major pain in the neck this has become. It's not your fault your car broke down. You do not owe anybody Ubers or food because of that. You offered to have your mother go out of her way to take you all, and that's not good enough for them. You tried to get everyone to pitch in so you can stick with your original plans. They don't want to do that. Well, you're not a goddamn miracle worker, and your options are very limited. At this point, I'd call the damn concert off and block them. They're acting like ungrateful, spoiled children who think if they throw enough tantrums, they will magically get their way if they scream and stomp loud enough. Try to resell your ticket. If it doesn't sell, then eat the $250. I'd honestly rather do that than try and go through the headache of trying to figure out another solution only for it to be shot down and have to deal with another tantrum from them. Honestly, I would still let my mother drive me to the concert. She'd be able to get there quicker, and it may even extend the time they get to spend at the concert if she just leaves the others at the airport. Edited to add, I would probably also send pictures of the concert and text them about how much fun I had as well. But I'm kind of petty, so maybe see if your mother will allow you more time at the concert now that she doesn't have to drop those a-holes back at the airport super early tomorrow. Now for the second update. I sent those 3 girls. We are all girls. I don't know why people think we're guys. But I sent them the same message before I blocked them. I said, I don't appreciate being called every name under the sun because my car broke down. I don't think I'm pissed about this either. I tried being accommodating considering this is so last minute, and nothing I suggested was good enough for any of you. So guess what? I'm done. To hell with it. I'm no longer interested in going. If you 3 still want to fly out here, then you can have fun finding your own rides. It is no longer my problem. I don't care if you think I'm being a witch. I think we're all being selfish and immature AF. You showed me your true colors, and now I'm gonna show you mine. And then I blocked them on social media and blocked their numbers. I am so irritated with them right now. I know what was said was witch shape, but I am so over this whole situation. I am beyond annoyed right now. Also, there are so many tickets up for resale right now. I did list mine, but there's no bites. So I might just have to eat the $250, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. I don't think I would have fun going to the concert by myself. If I did go, I would only be there for 3 hours anyways, because my mom would still have to drop me off / pick me up. It's just not worth it to me. I am upset plans fell through, and I don't get to see the concert. But this isn't the last time these bands will be touring either. Stuff happens unfortunately. My mom is willing to pay for a new car battery, but she wants to be home when AAA is here. She wants to deal with them, so I won't be getting a new battery today. Now for the comments before reading the final update. Looking at this way, you paid $250 to find out they weren't really your friends, and now you won't have that toxicity in your life. It sounds like they were only your friends as long as you were useful to them, and the second you weren't, they turned on you. So this is really a blessing in disguise if you think about it. I hope you should list that ticket for $150, because it's about to be worth 0, and $150 is a lot better than 0. Sweetheart, I don't blame you in the slightest. I've read all 3 of your posts, and the treatment you've gotten at the hands of friends is reprehensible. I don't blame them for being disappointed and upset. It is certainly a crappy situation. It is, however, not your fault. They have no right to treat you the way they are treating you. You have tried very hard to be accommodating and tried your best to find affordable alternatives. If they insist on Uber rides, the cost should be split evenly between the 4 of you. It is extremely unreasonable for them to expect you to foot the entire price of the Uber rides alone. They are being quite immature and need to learn very quickly that life is full of unexpected, sometimes unpleasant surprises, and you sometimes have to live with the alternative choices which are available to you. I am so sorry you have had to endure their abuses through no fault of your own. These girls need to grow up and realize life is not going to cater to them just because they have been a bit inconvenienced by unforeseen circumstances. I hope you're able to resell your ticket. That would at least pay for the new battery your car needs. Best of luck. And now for the final update. I got sent a bunch of videos and pictures from a random number of all the bands along with selfies of all 3 of them at the concert and pictures of them eating filet mignon at some upscale restaurant. Funny how earlier today, none of them had more than $40 to pitch in. It appears they have way more than what they each told me by the videos and pictures I was sent. They somehow managed to make it from the airport to the concert. It appears they also have a hotel room. It's just the 3 of them. Funny how they didn't like any of my previous suggestions of how to get to the concert because it wasn't good enough. I was expected to pay for their Ubers and food because I was inconveniencing them because my car battery died and is having mechanical issues. So I told them off and blocked them. I decided to stay home because I don't have a running car and didn't want to go to the concerts by myself. My mom also didn't want to drop me off by myself as she didn't think it was safe. I wasn't able to sell the $250 ticket either. I lowered the price to $150, but still no bite. So I ate the cost of that. It's now 9:45 p.m. The concert is still going on as I type this, but I've been at home and just got some text from a random number with all that. Spam texts. Whoever is behind that also told me to go F myself. That I'm the worst friend on the planet. That they're having a way better time without my cheap self. And that I don't deserve any friends after how I treated them. Amongst other insults. I didn't respond back. I just blocked the number. But yeah, I'm pretty irritated right now. It is what it is. I'm definitely not happy, but I don't even know what to say anymore. Such a sad attempt at trying to make you jealous and / or feel bad. But hey, losing $250 in exchange for losing 3 entitled A-hats who gang up and bully when they experience inconvenience is a win in my book. More than losing, it seems like money well spent. Well, consider it as $250 well spent to find out your friends are Richie witch trying to scam you. Literally scamming you. And then they dine at an expensive restaurant. Honestly, they just sound like the definition of mean girls. And I totally agree that it was worth the $250 to find that out.